The Reporters Committee for Freedom of the Press was founded by a group of journalists who were alarmed by the Nixon administration's increasing use of subpoenas to go after reporters who refused to reveal confidential sources. Among these journalists were J. Anthony Lucas, Murray Fromson, Fred Graham, Jack Nelson, Ben Bradley, Eileen Shanahan, Mike Wallace, Robert Maynard, and Tom Wicker. They relied on support from foundations and news organizations to help them build a staff and recruit attorneys to take on these press cases. We have since evolved into a nonprofit with a small full-time staff of attorneys and journalists, aided by legal fellows and journalism interns. The overarching goal of the Reporters Committee is to protect press rights in the First Amendment and the tenets of open government, which are fundamental to our democracy. This is an ongoing effort that requires constant financial support, not only for special projects, but also for general operations. As the media and legal issues they face change with new technologies, the Reporters Committee is adjusting its projects and resource materials to meet the needs of an increasingly digital and mobile constituency. The Reporters Committee has become the indispensable free press organization in the country. No one else offers the personal expertise and depth of resources, free of charge, to any journalist, news organization, or online publisher who needs our help. The industry knows that it can count on us. We publish over 30 legal handbooks, all available at no charge, providing guidance to reporters and their lawyers on the most commonly encountered news-gathering issues. We are also able to leverage our impact by tapping into a network of pro bono lawyers who collaborate with us around the country. The Reporters Committee is effective for several reasons. We're able to bring together news media coalitions into one force on a legal brief or a letter. We have the most comprehensive free media law materials, all available online, and we continue to meet the needs of existing media while developing new resources to meet the needs of anyone in the news-gathering business today. Many of the metrics of our success are intangible. When the Reporters Committee files a brief in a case that is eventually won, even if the decision cites our brief, it's difficult to know the level of impact we had on that decision. If no reporters are jailed covering political party conventions, was it because we worked with local law enforcement and local press beforehand? We can count how many hotline calls and briefs cross our desk each year. We can look at how many people downloaded our publications. But I think our real impact is in the credibility we've built with judges, lawmakers, and the public. And that's very difficult to measure. Some people think the Reporters Committee is an organization mainly concerned with issues involving traditional media outlets. In fact, more and more of our work focuses on the legal needs of digital media, particularly the growing number of online investigative news websites. The Reporters Committee also has responded to the changing way our audience gets information by launching tools online and on mobile devices. We developed the Digital Journalist Legal Guide and a tool that tracks users' Freedom of Information requests, also known as iFOIA. With our mobile app, Reporters Committee First Aid, users can access comprehensive information about state open government laws whenever and wherever they need it. The Reporters Committee has produced some of the leading media law guides in the nation, including the Federal and State Open Government Guides, the Digital Journalist Legal Guide, and other topic-specific publications to help journalists with their work. In addition, the Reporters Committee files some 20 amicus briefs each year in state and federal courts around the nation. And through our hotline, we help hundreds of journalists each year who may have been subpoenaed or who just want help accessing information the government wants kept from public view. We've been involved in every major First Amendment case at the Supreme Court since our founding, and our work was cited by the justices in their ruling on the Alvarez Stolen Valor case. Like so many nonprofits today, the Reporters Committee's primary vulnerability is financial. We need to ensure support for special projects and ongoing operations alike. As our traditional base of funders shrinks with media consolidation and a decline in their advertising revenue, we're trying to build new partnerships in the worlds of technology and education, which are natural fits as we evolve within the new media landscape. Acquiring additional resources would give the Reporters Committee the ability to expand its outreach by offering more media law training to young lawyers and journalists around the country. We could take on more legal fellows to conduct new research and develop legal expertise in media technology and intellectual property rights. We could expand into working with the university legal clinics. We could develop new ways to produce our publications in tablet and other mobile formats. And additional resources would give us the financial stability to continue operating at this level in the years ahead. The Reporters Committee would like to do more with the new online journalism sites that are cropping up across the country, both as a legal resource and potentially for training on digital media law topics. There are also opportunities for the Reporters Committee to work more closely with law schools and university journalism departments to educate students on First Amendment issues.